Road to Glory, week number 6. Locking in for another week. Obviously, we had some standings changes, but McGill stays atop at 5-0 by himself up top. And I think Miranda was in first last week, right? And I think Ethan's been standalone in third, and then me and Brett at 3 and 2. Gligo at 2 and 3 with Japes. So let's get into, let me see. Let's get into this week. Obviously, we had rivalry week. You get my standings out. Okay. So we have me versus Andrew. I know I took Andrew. What a week. What a week. Had Goff 21, did his job. My QB's been doing their jobs. Jamar 28, which they were down like 28-3 or whatever the score was. They came back a little bit. Pittman's been pretty consistent. JMO's terrible. Kyron with 29. ETN 9. Obviously, I had Killa with 17. Zach Ertz is a terrorist. Absolute terrorist, bro. And then the MVP, Devin Lloyd, pick six, 99 to the crib. Oh God, that what a great feeling. What a great feeling that was. But I should have started Waller over Ertz. Andrew at Baker. I guess you couldn't go wrong with QB this week. Baker's looking sharp, man. Puka with 21. Let's see, Puka with 21. Quinn Johnson with 6. Worthy with 9. Jordan Mason with 13. Rico Dowdle, definitely the pickup of the week. 32 points with Chuba out. Mason Taylor had 15. I mean, I was like, holy shit. Houston with 12, and then Aluakon with 10.5. But obviously, the MVP, Devin Lloyd, that's my GOAT. Getting me the dub. Huge win for me. Huge win. Gligo versus Brett. Gligo had JD return. I'm actually shocked that I picked Brett. Um, I mean, Washington won. He was okay. Waddle at 19. I mean, he's looking for a big role now with Tyreek out. AJ Brown quiet again. They're not really passing a lot in that offense. Addison at 13. Barkley at 15. He had that receiving touchdown. It looked like he had been questionable, but he's off the injury report. So he's ready to go. Quinshon Judkins, he's a stud. McBride with 7, Harvey with 9. Kaimi, he's insane too. 18. I mean, it wasn't a bad week. Obviously, Bucky was out, Metcalf on a bye. Mike Evans is out. Brett had Kyler with 16. He got a concussion because the ball hit him in the head. Can't even believe that's real. Debo with 20. Debo's a stud. But I mean, this low key is going to be such a lock for a keeper next year. Ibuka is a monster, bro. Malik with 10. Scadaboo with 13. He should have had a touchdown. I'm pissed. I bet on that. Genty with 14 and a half. Ferguson 22. Tight end one as of right now. Shaheed had the bomb from Rattler. The one play bomb. Travis had 10. He had that big catch. Marcus Jones 11 and a half, bro. So another good week overall from Brett. His left Walker on the bench. He didn't have Bowers. Not too shabby from Brett. Moves us to Evan versus Jeeps, brother versus brother again. All right, so Evan had Herb. They started off 10-0, fizzled out after that. Nico had a touchdown. Okay. BTJ, I think he's gonna come along. He had a big couple plays that last drive. Devontae Smith, 8 for 114. Henderson, obviously, with Gibson out, and Ramondre still kind of having ball control issues. I think he's going to step right in. Quiet week from Cook. Laporta had 17. That was kind of it there. What did Jeeps and Mahomes with 24? Blessed me with that pick six. Um, Jettis with 15. Okay. Something with 14. Keon Coleman, you started him? Why did I not know that? And he caught the tutty too. King with 10. He had a touchdown. Hampton to IR. At least four games. After we were at 5, 15 for Dobbins. McLaughlin's a good pickup. Demario with 11 and a half. Obviously, Bill had 26. I mean, he's in line now for the work. But Jeeps sends Evan to 0 and 5. The winner's hangover. Ethan versus Nihil, another close matchup. Squash with 21. He didn't honestly even have that good of a game, and he had 21. Amon Ra with 8 for 100. Lad finally got on the board. Marv with 10. Kamara's been struggling, huh? And he's day to day. Looks like he got an ankle injury. Chase Brown with 11. Tyler Warren with another touchdown. Pollard with 15. Okay. What did Nihil have? Drake. Obviously, Drake had a good game. Fantasy wise, not really. But we'll take Patriot dubs over that. JSN, bro. JSN's a machine. 8 for 132 and a tutty. Keenan Allen with he pretty much hit his projection. Same with T. Higgins. Be interesting with Flacco now. Brees look good, especially with Braylon Allen out. That's his backfield for sure. But not really a lot more after that from Nihil. Close matchup. Ethan goes to 4 and 1. And then obviously we had our matchup of the week. I know I did pick Mirando. Fields was a good pickup. 25.92, and he literally had like nothing at halftime. Dude is a fourth quarter merchant. Garrett Wilson with 16. Pickens had 2 catches, but he had a touchdown. Bro, you starting Diggs actually gets me hyped. Just that someone started him in that game. Gibbs at 15, followed by Achan. Dude, Javante's a horse, bro. That dude is a horse. Schrader tore his ACLs are crazy for a kicker. All right, McGill, Jackson Dart, good start. Bro, I just wish you started Trevor. Would have been so much more satisfying. Devontae with 10. Same with McMillan. Zay's questionable. He's limited. Okay. But, bro, this reminds me of just Hill's team that he won with. Actually, didn't he have both of these guys? It's just like the monsters here, the workhorses. Kincaid with 13, Rashad White. That's a really good pickup. Especially if Bucky's out again. Detroit had 12. Bro, why is Daniil like hit or miss every week? Look at this. Nick Bolton with 13. Monty with 18. Shakir 10. But McGill to 5-0. Actually, I'm gonna check the standings. Oh, okay. I picked Andrew 1-1. I picked Jape, so 2-1. I picked Ethan, but I picked Miranda, so 3-2 on the week, which brings me to 13 and 11. Cool. Now I don't think we had any trades this week. Let's check out transactions. Let's see anything big here. Ramondre. Hassan Haskins to Miguel, Michael Carter to Evan. See, with Haskins, I feel like I saw that Vidal get a couple carries. Njoku to Japes, Cup to Ethan. I took Goddard, Patriots defense to McGill. Evan with Romeo Dobbs, Kendry, Miller to Japes. Ethan with Algier, Evan with Slayton Downs to Evan. Vidal to Mirando. McGill picked up Stafford. That's good. That's actually a really good pickup, McGill. KB to Ethan. I'll be keeping an eye on that for sure. Just because I thought about it too. Um, all right, so matchups this week. Me versus Nihil. I gotta get up the predictions. We have week 6 already. Okay. So as of now, I'm going Jordan Love. We know how it is. Whoever's playing either the Cowboys or the Bengals, we're going with. Um, Jamar's got Flacco. They are playing Green Bay. Green Bay's got a good front seven. Cincinnati has a terrible O line. It's going to be very shaky, I think. But I like Pittman versus Arizona. DJ Moore's on Monday against Washington. I'm going to be keeping an eye on McLaurin. There's a chance if McLaurin plays, I might just take Moore out. Um, love Kyron versus Baltimore. They got one of the worst defenses in general. And then Jacobs, huge. In Green Bay, love it. Um, I'm not a fan of Thursday night games. I know Goddard's been on a hot streak right now scoring. I just think I'm gonna pick Kelsey this week. And go from there. I mean, Kansas City low-key has to win that game. ETN versus Seattle, love that. Green Bay's defense. I don't know why this guy's projected 12. But Nihil's got Drake against the Saints. Good matchup. I could see Drake running in this game. And then JSN versus the Jags. Ooh, that's a tough one. You got some pretty decent matchups here. The Keenan Allen versus Miami's not bad. It's just which receiver are they going to end up feeding? T versus Green Bay. Okay. Brees Hall versus Denver. Where's that? In New York. Oh, is that a morning game? Oh, it is. And then obviously Bijan against Buffalo. I actually like that matchup. Um, so two Monday night games this week. That one's in Atlanta. And then obviously, so Hawkinson's on a bye. Not really sure who Nihil's going to go with that tight end. Would it shock me if he did Hunter Henry? Not at all. Trey Tucker versus Tennessee. Ooh, I don't like that for me. I think just for now, I'm going to pick my team. Um, Nihil versus Nolan. Going with me. Um, and then obviously I got to keep an eye on um what Nihil does at those two spots. All right, Mirando versus Galigo. This is a good matchup too. Let's see here. JD against Chicago. We know what happened last time. The Hail Mary for the win. Waddle against the Chargers. It's in Miami. What will we see from AJ tomorrow? Thursday night football against the Giants. People are talking about Saquon only having 9 touches in the last game. Will we see more out of that? Obviously, you have him here. Metcalf against Cleveland. Okay. I really like Judkins, bro. McBride, Harvey. Denver's defense is good. Who else do you have? Oh, Bucky. Bucky's questionable. Mike Evans is out. Addison's on a bye. Are you really sitting? Looks like Miranda's gonna sit. Garrett Wilson. Okay. I mean, I see why you're doing that with PS2. Miranda's gonna try to negate points with Hurts. Maybe a tush push or two. Pickens against Carolina, I like that. Same with London. I mean, these are good matchups right here for your receivers. Dude, dude, you have to start Diggs now. He's so good. Gibbs Sunday night football against KC. Adrian against the Chargers. Okay. Theo Johnson. So I know you took out, I think you dropped Jawan, right? What did Ridley do last week? He had 13. I mean, could be coming alive. Javon, and then Javante is a stud. Okay. I'm going with Mirando in this matchup. I like the receiver matchups. Obviously you have two stud running backs too. Actually three. And I think Hurts might get the tush push, so Mirando. Okay. Evan versus Brett. Can Evan get back on track here? He's got Herb versus Miami. That could be a good start. BTJ against Seattle. Obviously, with the way these two teams have been playing, we could see a decent amount of scoring. It's in Jacksonville. Devontae Smith playing against the Giants tomorrow. And then I see Romeo Dobbs. I mean, he's like low key like a touchdown dude. Oh, Nico's on a bye. Okay. Bo Nix is playing the Jets. Okay. Trayvon. I mean, this could be the right game for a breakout game here. I love James Cook Monday night against Atlanta. Michael Carter. Okay. Okay. Brett's going Kyler against Indy. Why? I don't know. Um, Debo versus Chicago. It's in Washington. I think that's actually a good matchup for him. Ibuka, dude, I need him. This dude's a stud. Absolute steal. And then Brett's going Malik. Brett hasn't lost with Malik in the lineup. So he's going Malik here. He can't take him out. He knows he can't take him out. Um, Scatterboo versus Philly. So Brett's going Scatterboo tomorrow. And then Genty versus the Titans. Could we see another big game out of him? Love Ferguson, tight end one right now. He's a machine. Then Brett's going big one play Shaheed here versus the Pats. Okay, that might be tough. Indy versus Arizona, I like. Travis is playing Seattle. Hopefully we see him get in the end zone soon. And then Marcus Jones, Bonito. I mean, Brett's defensive players are really good. So he's sitting Kenneth Walker and Swifty and Bowers. Brett's got a lot of depth. I mean, Brett, if you want to toss Brock over, I'll take him. I'll take Big Brock. I'm going Brett. Going Brett in this one. Andrew versus Japes. Got Dak at Carolina. Who's bigger playing again? San Fran. It's in Tampa, I think. I mean, dude, Dak's been putting up the numbers though. Puka versus Baltimore might be just that's literally rape at that point. With how bad Baltimore's defense is, that's not a pretty matchup to see. You guys are like projected the same. We got Johnston at Miami. He was limited today. Worthy with 13 projected against Detroit. They'll probably get him more involved now. Um, another week of practice back. Andrew's going Ramondre. Obviously, he had the goal line touches. We'll see what the game plan is now. Um, with Gibson out. So we'll see if an official game plan this week of them splitting with Stevenson and Henderson. Hmm. Obviously, we have Rico Dowdle, who coming off a 200-yard game. It'd be hard to really sit a guy like that. I know Chuba is questionable. Yep. Tucker Kraft against Cincinnati. Mason Taylor in the flex. Does he go Mason Taylor in the flex? We got CD questionable. He didn't practice. Myers is playing Tennessee. So you could see something there. Mahomes versus home against Detroit. I like it. Sutton playing the Jets. Golden. So I'm not too thrilled here. Um, Golden could be in for a game though, bro. Like underlying game here. Pearsall, is he playing? How's he looking? Didn't practice. Henry versus the Rams. Rams are stingy. I know they lost to San Fran, but still got a stingy defense. Then we got Bill playing Chicago. I'm liking Bill, bro. I'm liking Njoku and then J.K. Dobbins. Oh, this is a tough matchup. And then you guys got the defenses playing against each other. Cooper DeJean's low-key been nice. So no Jettis, obviously. No Hampton, no Rasheed. I mean, so this would be a big win if Shapes could get a win here. Looking at Dak and Puka could be deadly. Obviously, I like Japes' running backs. I like his flex better. I think I'm gonna go with Andrew just solely based on how Dak and Puka have been playing. But obviously, Japes with Rasheed back next week. So another key asset there. And then we got, I believe, the matchup of the week between Ethan and McGill. Squash versus Atlanta. Fire him up. Amon Ra popped up as questionable. Held out of practice. Okay. I think he'll be good though. Lad at Miami, Marv at Indianapolis. So all three receivers on the road. Chase Brown at Green Bay. Pollard. A lot of road dogs this week. Pollard versus the Raiders. I love Tyler Warren. And then Ethan's got Cup. Cup's going in. We got a Cooper Cup appearance. This could be the key though, right here. This could be money. Kamara and Olave are good assets. Obviously, you kind of don't want to have both. I know he's shopping both of them. McGill's got Stafford. I got Baltimore too. McGill. That's a money pick, bro. It's a money pick. And a stack here. So Devontae, we got Ted McMillan. I mean, Dallas been giving up a lot of points. A lot of points. So this could be the week. And then he's got Rome back, CMC, and JT. Both got great matchups. Kincaid, Rashad White's projected 16, bro. That's nuts. And then McGill just got to fill the D line. And I mean, no Lamar, no Flowers. It looks like you're not going to start. Godwin Montgomery. I mean, really good depth. But what are you going to do for your lineman? I'm going McGill. Dude, the running back room is ridiculous. Running back room's crazy. Going with McGill. So that will bring us to are we looking? Obviously, this is kind of a weird year in terms of points. We got Allen Mahomes, Mayfield, Prescott, Brett Stafford, Drake, and Daniel Jones, Puka Amon-Ra, Depot, Egbuka, Garrett Wilson, Jason Jamar, Pickens, Taylor and McCaffrey, having both of them, bro. What the fuck? Javante Cook, Gibbs, Achan Kyron, Bijan Saquon Etienne, Fergie, Kincaid. I mean, Ferguson's killing it right now. Joey slides him first, and I know Japes was like, what the fuck, bro? Because of course he had him the 1 week here. That's like insane. Indianapolis at the top. Isaiah Rogers, Marcus Jones, there he is. Cam Curl, Travis Hunter, and there's Brett Byron Young and Brian Burns and Bonito. And then the GOAT. The GOAT's up at top. Devin Lloyd, the GOAT. That's kind of going to do it. Obviously, we got two Monday night games this week. We got Giants, Eagles tomorrow. Good amount of players in that one. And I mean, the standings are still close. So I expect more movement this week. But in the meantime, good luck to everyone. Big week coming up here. Um, we'll see if some teams are able to gain ground or if some teams are going to continue to fall behind. So good luck, and we'll see you. We'll see you next week. We'll see how the standings look next week.